Governor Sandoval laid out his plan back in January during his State of the State address, and most of his talking points are now a reality. Paul Nelson joins us live in the studio with a follow-up of the legislative session. Paul, the governor must be pretty happy with the way things shaped up in Carson.
Yeah, Wendy, it went about as well for him as you could expect. Sandoval had 5 specific bills that he wanted passed. Increasing funding for breakfast in classrooms, check. Offering performance-based pay for teachers, that also passed. A bill that would fight bullying in schools, that's another win for Sandoval. And encouraging somebody to call for help if a friend is overdosing by protecting them from punishment, that also passed. And ways to ensure veterans some of the benefits that they've earned, that also passed. And all this goes along with his education reforms.
We must dare to write the next chapter of the Nevada story.
Governor Sandoval laid out his plan for education during his State of the State address, and the legislature delivered. The budget will allow more money for the Gifted and Talented program and STEM curriculum. They're adding money to the English language programs, offering opportunity scholarships so at-risk students can attend private schools, and adding funding to help students in the poorest areas of the state.
Children who live in poverty, or children who are English language learners, or children with a disability are disadvantaged and they don't graduate, or they graduate without the skills they need to succeed in life.
Ready by 21 is a program that increases spending on technology, offering digital devices to middle schoolers. Every school will have all-day kindergarten to help students learn to read by 3rd grade. Charter schools will get more funding, and an education savings account will be created, offering a credit of $5,000 for private schools or distance learning like online courses.
This is mom and dad's money that we're putting into our school system and into our children's lives. And so really, for the first time in Nevada, mom and dad have control over where they want to invest their money.
We've gone from limited school choice to one of the best school choice states in the nation in one session.
While education dominated this session, other funding will also be available. After years of planning, a $46 million veterans home will be built in Sparks. The state's share is $14.1 million, 35% of the cost.
We're making investments in education, investments in our seniors, investments in our veterans, and it's really important that we made this vote. It had to happen.
About $100 million will go towards higher education, helping create a medical school and build a new hotel school at UNLV. But perhaps Sandoval's biggest victory was getting his $1.1 billion tax increase passed that allowed so many reforms. Covering the 2015 legislature live in the studio, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.
And all done in 120 days. Paul, thank you. And before the legislature concluded last night, lawmakers approved a bill requiring all Nevada Highway Patrol troopers to wear body cameras by next year. The Assembly passed Senate Bill 111 yesterday. It is now on the governor's desk. So far, there's no word on whether he'll sign it. It transfers nearly $1.3 million over 2 years to outfit more than 400 troopers with body cameras and requires the Highway Patrol to regulate troopers wearing those cameras by July of next year.